Okay, so let's move to the next part, which is let's continue to for solving questions about finding the definite integration using the fundamental theorem, part 1. Okay, so in here, the integration of sine x minus cosine x. So we have to find the integration of sine x and cosine x. So what function, if I find the derivative for it, it will be sine x. This is going to be minus, okay, so this is going to be, so this is question 9. So the first one, it will be 2 multiplied by minus cosine x, because the derivative of cosine is minus sine. With the minus is sine. Then minus the derivative or the integration of cosine is sine x. So in here it will be from pi over 2 to pi. So in here directly substitute the first. So this is equal to 2 for minus 2 cosine by minus sine by minus 2 cosine by over 2 minus sine by, and all you have to do is just finding the final answer. Okay, let's see question 10. So this is question 10. What function, if I find a derivative for it, okay, it will be cosecant x multiplied by cot x. This is going to be equal to, so it will be cosec in here. This is the 3, and this is the minus cosecant x, okay, from pi over 4 to pi over 2. Because the derivative of cosecant is minus cosecant cot, okay, with the minus it will be plus. So now the substitution of the first, minus 3 cosecant pi over 2 minus the substitution of the lower, not x, this is y. Okay, so y over. Now, if you don't have the value of cosecant in your calculator, okay, you can substitute it as in here, the cosecant x is equal to 1 over sine x. So you can use 1 over sine y over 2 in the first one, and sine y over 4, 1 over sine y over 4 for the second one. Okay, what about question 11, question 12? So in here, what the function, if we find a derivative for it, it will be secant. So in here, this is going to be secant t, okay, from 0 to pi over 4, because the derivative of secant t is equal to secant multiplied by tan. So now secant pi over 4, okay, minus secant 0. If you don't have the secant of your calculator, you can use this. Secant x is equal to 1 over cosine x. So 1 over cosine pi over 4 minus 1 over cosine 0. Okay, so let's see question 12. So what function, if I find the derivative for it, it will be secant square t. So this is going to be tan t from pi, or from 0 to pi over. Then it will be tan pi over 4 minus tan 0. That's it. Then خلاص, just find the final answers for these questions. Okay, so in here, the same thing, we can take the constant outside. So in question 13, so let's see the razor. Okay, what? So 13. So 3 integration 0, 1 over 2, 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. What the function that which its derivative is equal to 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. This function, it will be sine inverse of x. The derivative of sine inverse is 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. So this is going to be 3 sine inverse of x, 1 over 2, and 0 over here. So directly I will say 3 sine inverse of 1 over 2 minus 3 sine inverse of 0. Then just find the final answer using your calculator. The same thing over here, the 4 outside, integration minus 1, 1, then 1 over 1 plus x squared. So what the function that its derivative equal to 1 over 1 plus x squared, this is going to be tan inverse, okay? So the answer in here is equal to 4 tan inverse of x from minus 1 to 1. So 4 tan inverse of 1 minus 4 tan inverse of minus 1. Then just find the final answer. Okay, so in here we have these questions. So directly for question 15, we can solve it using the distributive property. So in here almost the same for both questions. So in here this is question 15. So it will be t integration from 1 to 4 of t over t minus 3 over t. So this is going to be equal to 1. So in here dt. Okay, so this is going to be equal, the integration of 1 is equal to t and minus 3 ln t, because the derivative of t is equal to 1, which is in here we can find it. So this is 3 ln t. So then 4 and 1. So the substitution of the upper 4 minus 3 ln 4 minus 1 minus 3 ln 1. Then just find the final answer. The same thing for question 16. So this is integration, so we can use the distributive property. This is t multiplied by t square, and minus 2 multiplied by t minus 2t dt. Then just find the integration. So this is equal to t cubed over 3 minus 2t square over 2, then 0, 4. So this with this eliminated. So this is 4 to the power 3 over 3 minus 4 square minus, in here the substitution of both of them will be 0. So just find the final answer. Okay, last two questions. In here we can simplify this. We can write it as 0 to 1 e to the power x over 2 multiplied by 2, the 2 with 2 eliminated. So this is e to the power x dx. So now this is e to the power x, the integration of e to the power x, 0, 1, of course divided by 1, which is the coefficient of x. Okay, this is 1. Okay, so now this is e to the power 1 minus e to the power 0. Okay, which is e to the power 0, 1, so this is e. Okay, so now let's see how to solve this question directly using trigonometric identities. Sine square x plus cosine square, this is equal to 1. So the integration from 0 to 1 of 1 dx, this is equal to x, then 0, 1, So this is going to be equal to 1 minus 0, which is equal to. That's it. That's the end of part 20. So inshallah next time we will talk about the next part, which is part 21. So see you then.